I am Lyndon Neri. I am the founding partner of Neri&Hu Design Research Office. Our practice is based in Shanghai with a small office in Milan and a small office in New York. How did I start my career? I've always been passionate about things that are related to culture and how to express the things that is happening within a particular culture or particular region. And so naturally, I was interested in painting, in drawing, in writing, and architecture was a perfect combination of all three in sort of manifesting and articulating not just some of my ideas, but the ideas of the community that I live in. How do I interpret the connective or the connection in the world that I live in and in the things I practice, given the fact that the idea of connected spaces is the theme of Milano this year? My answer to that is actually quite simple. I think we live in a broken world wherein things are so separated and fractured. And especially nowadays with America, Europe, and Asia, South America, and Africa all not talking to each other. I think it's important, it's imperative that we remain connected and that this communication continues to develop. Otherwise, we have to recognize that we are a part of a bigger community. If the community does not continue to interact and communicate with each other, I think it's where we are setting ourselves for more trouble in the future. How does connection comes to play in the way I do design? So obviously we believed in the multidisciplinary, or better yet, the interdisciplinary of our practice. So we're trained as architects, but we also do interior design, but we also do product design, we do graphic design, and we do branding. It's important to be able to communicate in all different levels, a singular level. So when we designed the installation for Valcucine last year, it was very important for us to not just design from a single practice perspective. We had two other firms, one from Amsterdam or Holland, and the other I-29, and the other firm was Neri&Hu, which is from South Africa, and we're from Shanghai. And to ensure that these ideas, even though we're very different practices, that it comes together, that there's this dialogue, there's this communication. It's also important to understand that if you look at today, if you look at this year's composition, you have E15, you have Racomba, which is light, and you have Valcucine. So it is furniture by E15, lighting by Racomba, and kitchen by Valcucine. So it's not just, it's the typology crosses, different brands coming together. It's a community of different brands with the same ethos of trying to bring the best quality of what they're doing. So I think it's important when we design to be able to connect in all different levels and to have this cross-interdisciplinary aspect in the way things are done. What about this year that Valcucine did that makes it quite interesting? I think what's interesting is oftentimes if you come to Milan, it's always a brand in their own store or a booth with the same brand and with the same identity. What's interesting is Valcucine took it one step further from last year. Last year was 3 different architectural practices that came together and have to deal with different ideologies and make it work. This year, 3 different brands. Valcucine invited E15 and invited Racomba to come and collaborate to do something quite phenomenal. So it's not just one brand in one store, but rather 3 different brands doing 3 different types of pieces, one furniture, one lighting, one kitchen. So it's not just cross branding, but also cross typology to come together. And I find this to be interesting, and I think this kind of collaboration is very much needed in today's world. How would I describe my kitchen? So Rosanna and I both love to cook, yeah, but she cooks logically, so she's extremely precise and very clean. and I'm a messy cook. You know, I throw everything all over the place, so we cannot cook together. But both of us love our kitchen, and the kitchen is very important to us. The kitchen is actually a very central because we both love to eat. It's not just a machine that makes things. It's actually a place where all of our kids get together and have that sense of domesticity at its fullest. Yeah, it's not the living room. It's not even the dining room. It's not obviously not the bedroom, and it's not the bathroom. But I think the kitchen is where we entertain a lot of our friends. They come together. So I have an amazing kitchen in Shanghai. I'm about to do something in New York. Hopefully, I will share with you next year. I'm developing an interesting part where the kitchen is right in the middle of a big, gigantic loft. And we're making this kitchen to be quite participatory with the rest of this kind of big loft we have.